Hello guys, this is Tycoon Online 3, episode 22. Today's another pretty interesting episode because now we have the DC-10-30. So I'm going to be using my DC-10-30 aircraft and probably leasing some more Boeing 747s. I have a bunch of routes which I want to be taking with all these aircraft. So yeah, let's order these up. Let me see if I can order a full 10 747s. Now, what's pretty interesting about leasing so many 747s is it gives you the effect that it artificially lowers your value significantly. I'm still second, but you'll see next turn I'm gonna drop a really large chunk in value, and it's pretty just insane what it's like when you lease aircraft, because when you lease aircraft the down payment basically goes to nowhere. Um, our company doesn't actually gain any value or anything from the down payment, so it's literally just a complete drop in value. Um, and it sometimes looks pretty spectacular. Um, so yeah, one of the things I'm gonna want to do with my um, DC-1030s is probably make a nice stopover route with um, actually I'll probably use a 747 for this route. Uh, just because I don't see the point in wasting a great route like Milano to Guangzhou with a smaller DC-1030, where I really want to be using my DC-1030s for the extra 600 range they can bring. Another thing I've been doing is, as you can see, I now have a hub in Guangzhou. But the problem with a hub in Guangzhou is, yes, the city is a good city. It's underrated. I think it's got about 800 combined business and tour, which is larger than the likes of Shanghai and Tokyo. But um, it has the problem where there's nothing to stop over to because there's nothing on the other side of the city, basically. So I've been running a lot of direct flights and just seeing how they're doing. And to be honest, I'm not too disappointed. Um, I think this is a direct flight for me, for example. It's making around 3K. I mean, with that level of profit, I mean, there's really not a lot of point in making it into a stopover route. Um, yes, I won't be able to upgrade that route into a large plane in the future, whereas if it were made into a stopover route, I would be able to. Um, but that's not too much of a concern. For example, if I had another city on this side of Guangzhou to connect it with, then I could definitely make the kind of route I was just making and put a large 747 or um, 777 on it in the future for a large margin of profit. But that's probably not going to be possible with the current sized aircraft, or with the current sized aircraft. Like, I don't think I want to be using DC-1030s because I just simply want to be using DC-1030s for the range. I don't really want to be using 747s because it's just a bit too big for direct flights um, with that level of business and tour. But anyways, where am I going to be using my DC-1030s right now? As you can see, I'm just making some more standard DC-8 routes, but I probably want to be using most of them around my Los Angeles hub. Um, Los Angeles was pretty annoying for me because I really wanted to make Los Angeles to a lot of cities into routes, but it had the problem where it's out of range. But now it should be in range of a lot of these nice cities like Jeju, and then we can stop them over to destinations in Europe like so. I'm not sure at what point it'll tell me that the stopover is not valid or however you say. But anyways, let's pick a nice destination city. As you can see, I've already covered a lot of them, but basically every single one of these is viable, quote unquote, where if I make the route, it will fill. So let's go with Valencia. Um, yeah, just a nice DC-1030 route. Unfortunately, these planes won't fill the very next turn. But oh yeah, I haven't showed you guys my profit yet. My profit's not doing too great, but it's not bad either. I think I'm making about 500,000 K a turn. Um, or what was the number? Let me check. Yeah, 500,000 K a turn. As you can see, it's been decreasing steadily overnight with the slight increase in fuel costs and just the fact that the current turns I'm in do not have great passenger numbers, but with the injection of some more 747s and things like that, that number should be shooting back up. Another thing is that my current investment expenses are very, very high because I'm currently investing into, um, ooh, that's not a proper stopover route anymore. Maybe I should have used Milano for the other one. Let me see if I can find a way to use Milano with Los Angeles. Los Angeles to Milano to Buenos Aires. That would be a good route. Yes, that is a very good route. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is a route which I could probably charge, 1.35-ish pricing on, all these classes, and they'd be quite easily full. Um, yeah, Los Angeles is by so far the largest city in my server. It's a little bit insane. Like, it's almost 100 points bigger than cities like Chicago, New York, and it's like 50 points bigger than London. It's really, really, really big. Yeah, let me take a look at Los Angeles. How's it doing? Like, just on its own, it's almost 1,100. So that's insane. We also have an LA2 airport sprouting up. Maybe I should buy this airport. Hold up. If I can afford it, I might want to buy it. Oh, no, it's owned by CB Airlines. Okay. Good for you, CB Airlines. Yeah, I would have bought, I might consider buying that airport if it wasn't already owned. Now, I can even reach Huangzhou. That's insane. Now, there's not that many cities in this range bracket, as you can see. Um, Basically, every single non-competition one has already been done, with a couple exceptions. Oh, I know there's some more over Russia, which you can reach with the range of the DC-10. So I'm gonna be doing those in a second. But see if we can reach some part of Europe, Palm de Mallorca, that kind of thing. Um, as you can see, it's telling me these are not proper stopover routes. Maybe if I go here, it's a bit too far. That's a bit too far. All right, so unfortunately, it's telling me most of the routes in Europe are no longer proper. As you can see, that angle is getting a bit too sharp. Maybe I can get to Bilbao. Maybe I can get here. No. Unfortunately, every single city has been used. So let's just look to. Can I get Sao Paulo? Oh, I can. Well, that's a good solution. That's a fantastic route. Los Angeles to Sao Paulo? You know what? I'm going to do Los Angeles to Sao Paulo direct. Now, as you guys know, I don't usually like doing direct routes because you can just make a stopover and make it like essentially make more money for the same aircraft. But I want to do this route just because me and my friend are having a competition to see who can make a singular route just for fun, which generates more profit. So like Los Angeles to Sao Paulo might be the biggest route I have. Like Sao Paulo is a little bit smaller than Barcelona actually, so it won't be because I have Los Angeles to Barcelona. But in case for some reason someone overlaps that, then I'll have that route. And I can always just use something like this um, for my good DC-10-30 routes, as you can see. So, yeah. What was the other cities around here? Oh, wait, I want to use Huangzhou. I want to use Huangzhou. So there we go. Yeah, we're at the very edge of the range of the DC-10-30 for LA already. So I guess I'm going to have to move on to London. I think there was a whole bunch of cities to London that I wanted to do, but we're just out of range. Ooh, I need a higher level of service satisfaction now. Hopefully, I haven't accidentally ignored that uh, previously because. Oh shit. I accidentally just changed my cheap thing. Oh god, what was that at? Oh, something like that. $26? That feels expensive. Let me like take that off or something. Confirm. Oh well. Oh wait, no, don't change that. Let's change this. Well, that would have been pretty funny if I selected that actually, because my profit next turn probably would have dropped by an literally immense amount. Um, yeah, you'd see my profit drop to like 200K, and I'd be like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And I wouldn't have any idea. Wow, I'm so unused to selecting those buttons because don't usually have to worry about, that level of low satisfaction. Now, can I get Montevideo? Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. Los Angeles to Montevideo to. Let me try something. Let me try something. I'm just curious. Can I reach the middle of Russia? Yes, I can. Oh, that's great. So for example, I could do Novosibirsk to Los Angeles, and then I can use any city in South America. Uh, or I could probably get close to Auckland. Oh my god. That's just cool, alright? Like, I have to make that route. It's just cool. Like, mm, yeah, the more routes we get to Auckland, the better, basically. To Australia, just because, there are more possibilities for stopovers if we're allowed to do that, basically. Yeah, so 10,000. I feel like every 5,000 there's a range bracket. So below 5,000, um, all the services are, have the same amount of kind of like, you need the same amount of money to achieve X amount more to reach 100% satisfaction. And then from 5,000 to 10,000, you need this amount. And then once again, it moves up with the total range. So once you pass 10,000 range, you're going to need another jump in price to achieve 100% satisfaction, which is, I'm not sure if that's the way it works, but I think it is, because I haven't noticed, for example, between 5 and 10,000 range, me needing any more than like that one preset I have. Basically, I feel like that one preset I have, would work for everything between 5 and 10,000 range. I never noticed that if I increased it a little bit or decreased it, that it would make any difference. So if I decreased the price, basically I'd drop from 100%, but if I increased it, it wouldn't like do anything. Obviously, it's already at 100%, no matter what the range, as long as it was between 5 and 10,000 K. So that led me to think basically. Now the next thing I need to do is, wow, there's so many slots available in London. I just have to take the opportunity to claim every. So I already had nearly 50 empty slots. Okay, well that's a waste of a request, but let me take a look. Danong Hosh Phnom Kuala Lumpur. That's a good route. I can make that route direct. Um, what else? We can get Kaohsiung, however you pronounce that. What else can I read from London that I no long couldn't have reached before? On Okinawa, yes, Okinawa is a good city. Um, all right, I'm out of slot requests. So, is there anything I have unlocked to London right now that I would want to take? That's out of range. That's a good one. London to Lima. I'm not going to make that direct. I'm going to wait for another thing to stop over on the other side. So anyways, I'm going to wait for my slot request to be done. Then I'll be right back. Actually, a little bit of a decision change in the meantime. I'm just going to keep making DC-8 routes to Guangzhou because I realized I have a lot and a lot of DC-8 planes. So if I can make stopovers, of course I will. But so as I was saying, I will make stopovers if I can. But if I can't, I'll just make them direct. But I'll try and make the direct routes only to slightly better cities for now, until I kind of find out the exact numbers in which direct routes stop being profitable, basically. Um, yeah, because right now I have Guangzhou connected to cities of around um, 300, because I know route of 1,100 can fill a DC-8 62 from previous ATOs. Um, so, for example, I probably have Guangzhou to Brussels direct, and yeah, it's making a decent amount, but 2.2K, it's not great. One half of a stopover can probably make a similar amount. I have Vienna. Vienna's making a bunch more. I'm not sure why. Um, yeah, why is that making so much more than the other one? Like, I don't understand. Like Gdansk, decent amount. But anyways, I'm just gonna keep going and making these direct routes because I have so many DC-8s and I don't know what to do with them. Um, Basically, I have to. Oh, well, that route only has 3 schedules a week. Hopefully, I'll remember to fix that eventually. But okay. Well, where else do we have even? Toulouse? Can we reach Toulouse? No, we can't. Uh, I'm sure there's cities, scattered like amongst and in here, which are completely worth taking. I just, can't seem to locate them. Like that's one of them, but only 2 schedules available. Are any of these good for direct flights? Ooh, I have Riyadh. Um, I know I'm not using the maximum range of the plane, but I couldn't care less. I'm just trying to get these planes en route because I've got so many of them. But from all my 747 leases, basically, I freed up so many DC-8s running on routes which I think could be upgraded that I'm like swimming in DC-8s now, basically. And I have tons of routes to claim like this. Is Abu Dhabi big yet? No, Abu Dhabi is not big yet, but Doha is pretty good. I wonder how big. Oops, what did I just click? I wonder how big Dubai, Abu Dhabi are gonna get because I remember in the first Air Tycoon Online world I ever played in, Dubai had 600 business and 1,000 tour, which was the biggest city I had ever seen in Air Tycoon to this day. Um, and I'm wondering if that's gonna be repeated. Now, can I go to the southern hemisphere? Oh, it's just too far. Oh well. Where else do I have available to me? Maybe I can try and make some more stopovers. So like something like that to Guangzhou. Stopover. Do I have any other cities on this side? Ugh, doesn't appear to be so. I think I could start to do things like that, but at that point, there's more routes still available to London and shit like that. Um, yeah, it doesn't appear I have any more possible stopovers to Guangzhou. Do I have 40 routes from Guangzhou yet? Because I wanted Guangzhou, but it turns out to not have been that great city. Ooh, and maybe I could do Russia. Mm, I could. No, I have Novosibirsk. Of course I do. Mosul? Nope, it's not great. Beirut, Tel Aviv, Amman. Hmm. Maybe I could just start to do cities like Abu Dhabi and stuff like that, but I don't really want to. I'm sure there's more things stuck around here which I haven't noticed yet, which are decent enough to use. Not Bristol, not Cork. Bergen, nope. Malmo, nope. Huh. Maybe I have, starting to run out of great routes, but maybe I should just start to do these less good routes directly and see how they do. Like, I need the 50 routes anyway. Like, of course, I have cities like this and this left, which all I need to do is do the slot requests in. But, yeah, maybe I should see what happens if I do some slightly worse cities and just see how they perform, like Leipzig. Like, like what else? Like Leipzig, I guess. Uh, oh, like Chinsel. I'll do Chinsel. Yeah, there's so many cities in Europe. It's hard to remember to get all of them in the right order. So yeah, I still have enough slots in Guangzhou. So, ooh, I could do Kiev. Yeah, let's do Kiev. Completely forgot about Kiev. Um, so let's do Kiev. And now I really am out of slots, so I'm gonna have to wait until they're done. So I will see you guys when that's done. Hey guys, I thought it'd just be interesting to show you guys my inventory tab. You guys can see all the airplanes I have, how many of each I have. So as you can see, I'm actually allotting a decent number of 747s. 100% of these are leased, by the way. So if we take a look at my income and expenses, my aircraft lease expenses, now my most is going to be my most significant expense right after fuel. But I think it's going to overtake those soon too. So that's pretty insane. Now, London. I wanted to make some London routes, so one of them was Okinawa. So let's get some slots rolling in there. And let's just, let's go. So I wanted London, or Kaohsiung to London, and then let's stop over to, I think it was Buenos Aires. No, we can't reach Buenos Aires. To Lima. Lima is a really good city, which is nice. Yeah, not many more range constricted cities to London. London to just about anything seems to be possible nowadays, like with the exception of like Hawaiian Islands and probably South Pacific Islands. So yeah, but other than that, London is really starting to get very accessible, so that's nice. What else do we want? I wanted London to something direct. To Kuala Lumpur direct, that's what I wanted. That is another great route. So we can probably just, charge 1.33 kind of pricing on this route. And it should easily fill up later on. Where else? Where else do we want? I think that's all the routes I had planned, though, right? I don't think I had anything else planned. Yeah, I ran out of slot requests, so is Cebu in range? Nope, that was very optimistic, I guess. Anything over here which we weren't able to reach before, which we now can? Not really. I guess we could do cities like. I don't really want to be doing these kind of cities with pretty expensive aircraft, like I guess there's not much. There is not much that I couldn't do that I now can do. I can do things like Assumption, but what will I stop that over to on the other side? You know what I mean? Um, like there's these kind of cities available. I guess that this one's decent. Um, yeah, I'll use this city to stop over to on the other side. It doesn't look great, the city, but to London, it's pretty good. just like riding off of the largeness of London, I guess. What else? Maybe I could do Los Angeles to something which I haven't found before. Oh, Okinawa will be in range. Nanjing, Wuhan's out of range. Uh, Dailan, no airport. Let's see, anything we can reach over here, which is pretty good. Immediately see that. I think it was. Where was it? Omsk? No. One of these is pretty good. What was it? Oh, that's out of range. Okay. I could reach Kiev. Kiev to Los Angeles is a good route. But where do I stop over to? I could do things like Porto Alegre, Brasilia, Sao Luis. So I will, actually. Let's see if any of these cities are getting bigger yet. Port-au-Prince, nope. Santiago de Cuba, it's getting bigger, actually. Can I... Okay, that's about as sharp as I get. Yeah, that's already invalid, so... Is there a city in Caracas yet? Damn it. No airport. So I guess we can just use these cities. No, those are not a proper stopover route. So I have to use Brasilia? I guess we're using Brasilia then. So Los Angeles, Kiev, Brasilia. I'm going to save the last one for that London route I found. And then my 747s should have arrived. So let's see what I can do with those. Now, what these 747s are going to do is they're going to free up a metric shit ton of DC-8s, which again I'll have nothing to do with. Let's see what can I do with my DC-8s. Maybe I can make Los Angeles to some direct. Is this direct? That is not direct. That's a stopover. Is this direct? Nope, that's a stopover. Is this direct? I know I have some directs. This might be direct. Yes, that is direct, and that is rolling it in. So, yeah, maybe I'm gonna make Los Angeles to some of these cities around here direct, if they're in range. Vienna is just out of range, so I should make that with a DC-10-30. But anything in range, I think I'm just gonna go direct, because as it turns out, Los Angeles can just carry its own route because it's so big. So I can use some of my DC-8s for this. Yep, and then I can use my DC-10-30s to collect some of those routes which are too far and stop them over to hopefully South American cities. If not, oh well, I'll just make some of them direct. Like that. That should be direct. You see what I mean? That direct. Who cares? Like Los Angeles is so big, and I cannot find stopovers on the other side just because of the lack of cities. Period. So I'm pretty sure routes like this, they're all capable of holding Los Angeles direct based on the fact that Eindhoven direct was so profitable. 3.1K. That's a lot. Like that's basically as much as any stopover route. So why not? Um, I know it's gonna be slightly more trouble when I have to upgrade the aircraft, because a lot of airplanes will just be a little bit too big for that. So yeah. Uh, Murcia, no slots. Anything in there? Anything here? Bristol? We can do Bristol. I don't really want to do Cork. I think Cork is just a bit too small, so we'll ignore Cork for now. But yeah. What can we do with my 747s? Mm, yeah, let's just go and replace some stopover routes with some 747s. So I'm gonna go into my. Let's go 707Bs. Like this looks like a route which should be stopover, right? But it's got layers and layers of competition, so not really worth it for me. Um, Phoenix to London? Do I have Phoenix to London? Only one layer, but still not worth putting a 747 on that. What about Phoenix? What? I just checked that. What about Wuhan to London? Okay, Wuhan to London, that's pretty clean. To San Diego, the San Diego leg, I have no doubt is in competition, but maybe it's not actually. Yeah, it's only one layer, but this should be profitable nevertheless. So that's 747. What else do I have? Orlando to London, Johannesburg to London. I know for a fact all of those are competition. What about Toulouse to? Okay, we got Toulouse to Chicago to Panama. That's a decent 747 route. Yeah, I should be more diligent with remembering to change all the first class prices up. Whoa. As you can see, that has a very occupied economy class. That was weird. All right, now let's go into another aircraft. Let's go DC-11s. Why not? Milwaukee to London? That's not very good. Memphis to London. That's pretty good. Uh, it's good. Competition. So I'm just gonna ignore that. Jacksonville. It's okay. Chicago Dusseldorf. Schlicht and I said CZ. Yep, that's in my opinion worth 747ing. Um, yeah, basically any of the large cities to a medium-sized city. When I say medium-sized, like a 300 combined business and tourist size city, that's worth a large 747 to me. Um, Louisville to London, please be not. Oh, competition, of course. Um, London to Havana, that's gonna have competition. Yep. I should start deleting some of these competition routes, but it just doesn't feel worth it. San Jose is small. Kona to Chicago, it's probably got competition. Oh, no way. Okay. Then I'm gonna do 747. Uh, yeah, basically right now I'm just going through my routes and, as you can see, finding the bigger ones and just putting 747s on them. Um, 747s are the most worth it playing in this game. Let me see if I can order some more even. 7 4. If I can order a flat 5 of them, I will. If not, I'm gonna buy some other aircraft. So I can keep ordering these in fives. Okay, I cannot. So let's order some more DC-8s then, or not DC-8s, DC-10s. I Yeah, I could find a lot more uses for these guys, especially to Los Angeles. Can I afford 5? No way I can afford 5. All right. Well, that's all the cash for this turn, I guess. I'm not gonna be doing too much more. Gonna order some slots in Los Angeles. Yeah, just continue to replace. I guess replace. DC-862. These a lot of these routes, but most of them are bad, which is pretty interesting. Novosibirsk to Chicago. Chicago's the worst city. Let's not do that. If I can find a 300 city to London, I know that one's competition. No, that has competition. Vientiane is not close to 300, right? Yep. Um, Guatemala City, London, London, Chicago, 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 London, London, Jeddah to London. Oh, competition. Liverpool to Chicago. That looks worth it. Liverpool to Chicago. Liverpool's pretty big, so um, Chicago is also, and Liverpool both have high business. Well, why is the price so low? Huh? Why is the price set to one? Why, why would the price be set to one, guys? I don't know. That's really odd. Okay. Um, Stan to London, no. Nanjing to London, no. Durban to London, close. Anchorage to London? What's the other half? Aleppo, no. Okay. Aleppo. Um, Prague? Yes. I know Puerto Montt is terrible, but Prague is good. So yeah, I'm slightly starting to decrease the goodness of the route, which I think is required to turn these routes into stopovers. But like you know, it's fine. Geneva to Los Angeles, let's do that. Yeah, once again, the South American leg ain't great, but the European leg is fantastic. So look at these prices I managed to charge 1.35. Um, how I end up with these prices is what I do is I go into my routes tab and I go, if you're 100% occupancy, then increase price by 1%, and if you're below 97, then or like 95 or something like that, then decrease in price, and you end up with all your routes around 95 to 100% occupancy, basically charging with the highest price you can. It's very efficient. Just every turn, do it once, and it'll slowly adjust your prices to the highest they can possibly be. But if they're too high, it'll lower them by, a percent. So, that's some good stuff. Cincinnati to London. Oh, competition. Uh, Leeds to Los Angeles. Nah. Brussels to Los Angeles. Yes, that sounds good. Brussels to Los Angeles. All right, let's put a 747 on that. Eventually, I'm going to have to stop using 747s just because they will eventually become these routes will eventually get too small to support 747s. So, even though I'm using stopovers, Riga to Los Angeles, it's a bit small. Nantes to Los Angeles, it's a bit small. London to Chicago, there's probably like 10 layers of competition on that. Um, Volgograd to Chicago. Pittsburgh to Los Angeles. Oh no, I know the other leg for that is really bad. It's like to Pyongyang or something like that. Uh, London to Tehran. What was that here? Oh, competition. Okay, I'm actually struggling. So, ooh, there's more. Okay. Geneva to Chicago. To Guatemala City. Okay, well, that's going to be my last 747. So, I think I'm just going to end the episode there. You guys can imagine what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my DC-8s. Just, trying to, but probably not successfully finding more routes for them. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next time.